end up cutting down the price of that unlock or whatever. Either way, having to pay for unlocks like that is getting out of control.
Well, EA's always been notorious for that. I remember there was a game called Dragon Age where here's the thing, I can lose my disbelief with like sports games and things like that. But when you make it like a fantasy world, you know, you're running around the fantasy world with your sword and shit, hunting dragons and stuff like that, and you get to a certain point where you see like a sign. On the sign it says, in order to unlock this. Damn it, are we live?
We're live.
Ah!
Yeah, thanks for the heads up, Gabe. How long have we been live?
I don't know, like 20 minutes.
Shut up!
Just trying to keep it real, man. Trying to keep it real.
No, that was real. Yeah, I was bitching about EA. But anyway, in Dragon Age, there was a sign that said, in order to access this area, you must download this map. And I was like, really? We're not even trying, EA.
No, it's always been like I remember, Battlefront. The original Battlefronts were really like microtransaction heavy, but I don't really play those games anymore, fortunately. All right, so let's get the party started. Looks like we've been live for a couple of minutes. So either way, welcome Omni Bros Live Monday edition. This is the Show Us Your Haul and What Have You Been Reading and weekly comic releases episode. Every Monday, we are now splitting up the normal Omni Bros Live Thursday show into two awesome shows. Like I said, today on Monday, it's hauls. What have we been reading? And we'll go over this week's releases. So if you're hard up on IST and you got your finger ready on that F5 for tomorrow, now you know what to look for to pick up this week. And then on our Thursday shows, that's the topical show that we'll figure out a topic probably like 5 minutes before we start, which is usually the way the process works. Yeah. Sometimes you just click start and just make a conversation work. But that's going to be the awesome new format for Omni Bros Live. We are also now a video podcast. We're up on iTunes and other podcast aggregators, whoever does videos through iTunes. What's cool, it's not just the audio. You're downloading other podcasts. It's actually this entire video, but you can still lock your phone and just listen to the audio in your car or at work or at the gym or whatever the fuck you're doing. And then when you see these haul videos, you can still see what we got. So it's a little bit of, you get the best of both worlds because that's how much we love all of our people here. And it was the free way of going without us having to pay a bunch of money to host audio podcasts. So there is that. Free is good. All right. So with that out of the way, let's go through and see who's on the show with me tonight. Let's go ahead and start with the legend, the OmniDog, my friend, your friend. Just brag, everybody. What's going on, brother man?
Yo, hey-o, hit him with the hind. How's it going, Gabe?
I'm doing good, man. It's a great day. I live in the lap of luxury of working in a comic book store and watching movies with the rock star.
All right.
Yeah, we went to go see Thor Ragnarok the other day, the whole crew from the comic book store.
With the rock star owner?
Yeah, with John. He was there. He lasted about 45 minutes and fucking walked out of the theater.
You're kidding.
No, he hated it. He hated it.
He didn't like it? Really?
He told me it was just well, fuck. It's all about Asgard being destroyed. It's basically genocide and like a Holocaust. And it's just overly jokey with that kind of material for his liking.
Did he not see the trailers? Because I think the trailers set up that kind of mood for the movie, like the movie it was going to be. I thought it was pretty fun, but I knew what I was expecting going in. Right, I didn't want Schindler's List.
No, exactly.
Asgard style.
With the idea of it being like the serious like idea in the story, and the serious story, and the comedy being over the top. But I also see the idea that a lot of that comedy is probably there to help undercut, that crazy murdering and death throughout the entire land of Asgard. So, whatever. Not everything's for everybody.
No, not at all.
But with that said, now we know who our other partner here is on our Hangouts. Everybody, let's give a big shout out to Omar. Omar, what you got going on, brother, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Omar from Near Mint Condition. Just hanging out with these two cool guys on a Monday night, talking about comic books. I don't think life gets better than this. No.
It's always fun to talk about comics.
Absolutely. I miss that. Working at I'm so envious of Gabe. That was my, in my 20s, working at a comic book store. I loved it. That was like the best job I've ever had. I think I got paid like nickels and quarters, but totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Luckily, I don't get paid nickels and dimes to work there. Luckily.
That's all you'll be cashing in after you buy all their stock, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need 401k. I just need my omnibuses.
No, you see this behind me? This is my 401k.
That's retirement, baby.
That's fact. That's my kid's college fund. Damn it. It's kind of sad when you say it out loud, because if I sat up here with a calculator, it'd probably be a lot of money that could.
Oh, you don't ever want to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's always bad.
No, I don't want to fall down that evil rabbit hole.
Yeah. That way lies madness.
Yeah, I remember like bringing people down to my basement that aren't into this stuff like we are, and they're like, "How much money do you think is on here?" And now I'm like, "I don't think about that stuff like at all. I can't. That would drive me crazy. I'm sure. Like I've always wanted a 1969 like Mustang Cobra, right? And I'm pretty sure I could probably pay cash for it. All the money I've spent on this shit here.
Well, with that said,
what do we spend our money on this week?
Exactly. Where's all of our expendable money? Let's go back the other way around. Omar, show us your haul, brother.
Okay. I pretty much got everything you guys got, so I'm not gonna show that part. I'll let you guys do that because I know that you guys picked up the same things I did. But I did go to. I was working in. I was in Cincinnati, and I picked up some stuff at half price books because I had a 40% off coupon. I picked up Millennium. This is the crossover, the DC. I think it's the second crossover after Legends, right after Crisis on Infinite Earths. So it's been years since I've read this, but it was only like after the discount, like $5. So I picked that up. I picked up 2 other books that I needed. Snowpiercer Volume 3. Somebody got rid of this. Somebody didn't have any taste. Man, such a good book. But I needed that one because I've got 1 and 2. And I needed this one because I got 1, 2, and 4. Zenith Volume 3. This is Grant Morrison's book.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the one. I forgot it. It's one of those books that I'm always like, oh, I'll go ahead and get it. Nah, I'll wait till it's 50% off somewhere. And it's one of those books that I always forget about because I Volume 1 and I'm like, I can wait. And then I found it at half price books, $12.49, and then I had a little bit of a discount. And at half price books, I also found the I posted it on the Facebook page, was the Catwoman. They were custom binds from Ed Brubaker. Yeah, Ed Brubaker's run all the way to Will Pfeiffer's run. So right before New 52, 1, 2, and 3. It was really nice custom binds. If I didn't have the trades out, and I don't plan, and that's another book series I plan on custom binding myself, I would have picked them up because they were like Volume 1 and 2 were $30, and then Volume 3 was $35. And based on Jess's recommendation from last year, I picked up Claws.
Nice. You remember last year's recommendation?
I do, man, because you spoke so highly of this, and just recently somebody was like, "Hey, should I pick this up?" And I think you commented saying, "Yeah, it's it's the perfect time of the year to read it." Yeah. So I'm like, "Awesome!" I found it. It was $20, and then this is the one that I used the 40% off coupon on. Sweet. So not the special comic book day edition like you guys have. It's just your poor man's version, And again, because of Jess Bragg, the OmniDog. I think I told you about
the laptop killer. Fucking Nemo.
Fucking
Ugh. This piece of giant. I don't even know how to describe. This is bigger than the one book that I pulled out last week, or the week we did the box sets, the Winsor B. Case book. But yeah, there was a store that had it. They had a certain price. We haggled a little bit, so I paid what I wanted for it. Yeah, awesome, man. I can't wait to read these. These are cool, and it's your fault. So thank you.
As long as your
It
laptop.
cost me a laptop.
Oh man.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, and then I picked up the same things you guys did, but I will let you all show those off.
I don't know that I picked up whatever it is you're talking about. What are you talking?
All right, pull out that first book. Let me see what you got.
The Art of Harley Quinn?
Nope. I could have sworn that you guys picked up the same books I did, like Batman Nightfall Volume 2. That's not you, Jess? No, that's all Gabe.
That's all me.
I picked up I think you can go ahead and say what you picked up. I don't think I picked up what you did.
Really? Okay. You didn't get this? I know. Gabe, did you get this? Batman and Robin?
No, I didn't get Batman and Robin.
It just came in today.
Yeah, mine hasn't come in yet.
Man, I'm a little upset. There's a little marking right here. I don't know if you guys can see it.
I'll take it back. Burn it.
It's like a little cut. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. And then part of my OCD is like, no, damn it, it's nicked. And then I hands Batman, which I know Gabe has, so I'll let him show that off. Maybe you guys didn't pick up this. Maybe I was the only idiot that picked this up. The Spider-Man Clone Saga Volume 2. There's not a single fucking comic book in here that was worth buying this for. I'm serious. I'm just a fucking idiot. Don't buy it. Wait till it goes on sale. You find it at a flea market. But because I bought Volume 1 for $30 at a flea market, I even said that in my haul video. I know I'm stupid. I'm going to go buy Volume 2 as soon as it drops. And I did. Damn it, I'm weak.
I haven't bought that, but I don't have Volume 1 yet. I think that was a part of the liquidation sale, so I'm going to wait for Volume 1.
I was going to say, you wait for that, man. Ape Sapien, you guys, I know somebody picked it up, right? Nobody?
Nope.
Dark Horse? Really? Oh.
I'm sticking with the trade paperback.
Really?
Yeah, dude, don't
Man, you're so smart.
That's one that I got, but it's not in yet.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's what it looks like. I was a little disappointed that it's only the first 10 issues and not like 16.
Oh, it is. Oh, I wanted it to be like the first 3 trades.
I did too. So, I mean, it ends on a good cliffhanger, but I wish it was longer. And now it justifies the price. That's what. Shut up. So yeah, it's $35, but I guess for $5 more, I would have loved 15 issues or 16 issues.
Yeah.
But that's it, guys. That's all I picked up. So thanks for asking. I guess I thought you guys were going to pick up the same things I did.
No, man. We don't care if we all got the same thing, dude. We want to see it.
Yeah. I picked up from my LCS The Art of Harley Quinn, one of my only art books. And I may do an overview of it. I don't know. It's awesome. It's huge. And you'll notice I don't have any liquids near my laptop. Because of this book, I know I'd knock them into my laptop because this is a big ass book. And it's also got something cool on you open the front, show the inside board, and it's Harley sticking her tongue out. So I like that. Sassy. So that's the first thing I got. And I got Aquaman, the Atlantis Chronicles, which doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Which doesn't actually.
That's on my watch list.
Yeah, which doesn't actually have any Aquaman in it until the very, very end when he's born.
Dude, spoilers!
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. That book came like 30 years ago.
Yeah, really. You nailed me good. I thought I ruined it.
What? Aquaman was born? What? Get the fuck out of here!
Uncanny Inhumans, Volume 2. So this is an episode that'll make Gio very happy because I got Aquaman and Inhumans.
Yep.
Gio loves those guys. I saw this book recommended on the web on the Omnibus Collectors page, William Gibson's Archangel. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Anybody read this?
No, I haven't. I've been wanting to check it out. Can you show me a little bit of the inside art, what it looks like?
Yeah.
Video bait.
Video bait. So you're getting a good shot of that?
Yeah. Who's the artist on this? Or who's the team? I'm sorry, who's the creative team?
Just a sec. Let me get to the front page. Script by William Gibson, created by blah, 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 art by Butch Juice, Alejandro.
Butch
boy.
Guys. Yeah, Butch Guys. That's why his art looks familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Where's that dude that was correcting me on the pronunciation of names last week? Is he on this now?
And then Alejandro Barrinuevo and Wagner Rice. God, I'm botching every name in there. Here's some more art.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be really cool. I like the description of it, so I got that.
Yeah, Butch Guys is one of those artists that have been around for 40 years, man. The guys just draws random things. I remember he drew like a few issues of X Factor, and I think he did some of Ed Brubaker's Captain America run too. He has a very Steve Epting, school of John Buscema kind of art.
And I love Granville because I like anthropomorphic characters, so I got the new Granville.
What is Granville about? I don't. I like that cover. I like dogs
a
with
detective
guns.
inspector LeBrock of Scotland Yard scientific romance thriller. It's kind of steampunky. It's an anthropomorphic. He's an anthropomorphic detective, and there's all kinds of class divisions and stuff in it. And I think I haven't read it in a while, but I think humans exist in this world too. I have the other Granvilles, and I just haven't read them in a while. But
So are they
I'm a
kind
big
of
fan.
like Black Sad a little bit?
Yeah.
I
Only
love
think-
Black Sad.
Yeah, by Brian Talbot, who I love, and he writes and illustrates it. And I'm pretty sure that I have the other 4, so this is the 5th. So these are awesome. And I went to my LCS to pick up a new Harley statue, which I should go get and show. And they talked me into getting Batman Dark Prince Charming, which is apparently fabulous with fabulous art by a European artist that's very famous that I don't know.
It's beautiful looking. It's
book
a
1 of 2.
2-part series. It's 2 hardcovers.
Yeah, 2 hasn't come out yet, so I won't open this up until the second one comes out.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Yeah, I really like that cover. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
Omar, it's John Wilson who was correcting you.
Yeah. So
Shout out to John, dude. He's going through some rough times, man. I hope that guy finds some better times right now.
Yeah, I had fun hanging out with him in Baltimore. He's a great guy.
That's right. You guys hung out. That's right. No, Butch Guys used to be Jackson Guys back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought they were brothers for some reason. So it's the same guy? Okay.
Yeah, he had a pseudonym, same as Gabriel Hardman had a pseudonym back in the days. So, yeah.
I got 4 kids walking to a bank, which is...
Look at you being all indie, man.
Wow. Third Eye
you.
Comics variant. So that's my LCS Third Eye Comics.
Oh, okay.
So
they don't sponsor the show, whatever.
So I was gonna say this show is sponsored by Torpedo Comics and Third Eye Comics. Man, we're gonna see some money.
They also talked me into this image book, Rose.
Dude, you are putting the owner's kids through college by yourself.
Oh, you would not believe the money I've dropped at Third Eye Comics. I have spent I've been shopping there since 2008, and I have dropped major buckolas there. But they are
about your Torpedo more often, man.
They are great, though.
You know what? I'm glad people are still shopping at comic books.
Oh yeah, they do monumental business in singles. They have a huge graphic novel section, but they they just people just pour in there to buy their singles, so that's great.
That's what's up. That's cool.
Yeah, they also talked me into getting Titans, Rebirth, the Lazarus contract, which I wasn't going to get, but they talked me into it. They usually know what I like.
Damn, dude, that store is the Just Brag of LCSs. Talking you to everything.
Yeah, it's Christopher Priest, it says, so I know I like him. Christopher Priest, Dan Abnett, and Benjamin Percy. So,
okay.
Christopher Priest is another guy. That's another pseudonym. I forgot his real name though.
Christopher Priest?
Yeah.
The guy that wrote Black Panther.
Yeah,
that's not his real name. It's something else. I totally forgot. I got to look it up.
Now you guys got like what? I thought all these people were related.
No, but
and then I already talk about Joyride that I bought? I can't remember. I think I got this last week, and I wasn't on. I had a migraine last Thursday, so.
So no, you didn't.
But for some reason, I feel like I talked about it, but maybe I didn't.
Did you do a review on your?
I might have done a haul. That's what it is. I did a haul video, and that's what I talked about. Joyride.
You're just such a busy superstar, man. You can't keep track of your own videos.
Joyride by Boom Studios. Earth sucks. The stars have been blocked out. So what's a girl to do? She steals a spaceship and blasts away from Earth. So this came highly recommended to me. So I got Joyride 1 and 2. Then I also got Welcome Back. About two warriors who keep getting reincarnated. This is also by Boom Studios. Two warriors who keep getting reincarnated and fighting in the same war for millennia.
I like those covers.
Yeah, they for millennia they keep fighting, and then one of them changes her mind and decides she doesn't want to fight anymore. And it's talking about the nature of that, the battles that they have, being reincarnated all the time to fight the same battle for 1,000 years. That sounds good
cool
to me. Yeah.
Hey, Gabe. Brian said that Christopher Priest is James Christopher Owsley. Owsley?
That's right. That's him.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Owsley, the guy that used to make acid for the Grateful Dead.
Wow, how old are you?
I just dropped a Silver Fox reference there.
That's awesome. Good for you, man.
Jess over here dropping acid at a Doors concert.
He was selling acid to the Doors.
That's right.
That's how he got free concert tickets, man.
DC meets Hanna-Barbera. I love the idea of Green Lantern and Space Ghost, so I had to get that.
I love the idea of Space Ghost.
Yeah.
Coast to coast.
And then, right.
Yeah, for real, man. Coast to Coast is where it was at.
That was great. Midnighter and Apollo.
Oh, I love that series. That was a good series. That's Orlando did that, and that's almost the reason I'm this close to putting an order in on Tuesday and getting that Justice League of America, but I haven't read it yet.
It hasn't come very highly recommended.
Justice League of America or Midnighter and Apollo?
No, Midnighter and Apollo. That's great. I remember reading.
I like that series.
Yeah,
but he's also the guy that wrote the Justice League of America, and I haven't heard anything great about that.
Anytime I make a list of DC Rebirth on the group, it's always like one of the last
Yeah, it gets like 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. It's
worse than Brian Hitch's.
JLA.
I was gonna say it's worse than Brian Hitch's Justice League.
I don't know if it's worse than, but it's supposed to be not as good as anything else. It's
Hitch really set the bar for shit-tacular. It's a pretty high fucking bar.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be very good. So I didn't buy either Justice League or Justice League of America. So I don't know anything about either one except that it routinely gets roundly criticized by everybody. So I decided I did get Justice League versus Suicide Squad a while ago, and I read that, and that's a lot of fun.
That was Hitch. That was part of Hitch's run, not Justice League of America.
What was?
That was the Justice League Suicide Squad. that crossed over with Brian Hitch's Justice League and Suicide Squad, not Justice League of America, which is the second Justice League book, which apparently is not that great either.
Right. Josh Williamson, Tim Seeley, Rob Williams, and Cy Spurrier are the ones that wrote JL versus SS.
Which book? Which Justice League book is the one that has Lobo on the team?
That's Justice League of America, Orlando's book.
I wanted to check that out because I like the idea of like the real Lobo. Whatever, we've gone through like 2 real Lobos over the last 5 years, but I wanted to
yeah, the new 52 Lobo didn't count, did he?
Dude,
he was weird.
The Kenneth Rocafort version of him from Red Hood and the Outlaws, I think. That was a little weird.
Yeah, the one they always called the Twilight Lobo or whatever.
Twilight Lobo, that's a good description. Yes, that guy. Not my Lobo.
I would love for Jason Aaron if he ever somehow made it to DC. I think Jason Aaron doing Lobo, like the real Lobo, would be fucking incredible. Would be badass.
I'd buy it. Man, you put Simon Beasley on that? Ooh, I'd buy the shit out of that. Love that dude's artwork.
Yeah. That's it for my haul.
Damn it. That was a big haul, man.
Yeah, man. You bought like every independent book like that's come out this year.
Yeah, I did buy a lot of indies.
Yeah, man. Good.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That's
man,
awesome.
Keep the love at your local comic store, man. I'm glad you got such a good show. Or get a good shop there.
Yeah, it's great.
Especially with how easy it is these days to just get it off of Amazon or even in stock trades or anything else like that these days. But it's always good to see more people transfer over to me. More people just supporting their local shops because now I care about that kind of stuff.
Right. Well, I'm saving up a wad of bills, not only for the strippers, but for your comic book store when I come out there.
Oh man, I can't wait. Hopefully soon we'll be able to finalize the Adam Hughes signing. Once again, we're waiting for him to finish doing his current work. He's working.
You're excited about meeting Adam Hughes?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not about meeting me or
I was gonna say I met him a couple times. Bring a towel because he sweats a lot.
Well, I'll have a towel with me anyway because we're going to be going to strip clubs, and I sweat a lot in those.
That's for the strippers, right? Not for you.
Yeah,
right?
To get the glitter off me.
Of course. That's all I remember from that guy. Gabe, what'd you get, man?
All right, let me show you guys what I got. What's weird is I was talking earlier in the chat how I had something that me and Gio was like really fond of. But I just checked my phone. It just now got delivered to my mailbox. I won't be able to show that off.
Where's your mailbox? How far do you live from your mailbox?
Like down the street. It's one of those big giant mailboxes. I got to walk out.
Oh, okay.
It's not in front of your house.
Actually, I'm asking my wife to check to see if it was on the doorstep or not. I don't know where it was delivered. It's either on my doorstep.
I was gonna say that's the reason I have kids, man. Hey, go get me a beer.
Yeah, dude. I can't.
Kids are too small.
2-year-old out to go get my mail. They're gonna get eaten by coyotes.
You're not being a real Latino sending your kids out in the middle of the night.
No way, man. I don't send them out in the middle of the night. I don't beat them with chanclas. So I don't know. I'm not very at all. All right, but what I did get, what I can show off is just kind of keep the DC Rebirth kind of love going. I picked up the new Wonder Woman or the first.
Nice.
I already showed that. Never mind. Fuck that.
Oh, you did?
Action Comics.
Nice.
This is one I've been really wanting to check out. I read the first couple issues in singles when Rebirth started. But now I actually get to check it out. I know this is, I think, what is it? Is Superman, everybody says, is the best one, or Action? One of these. Superman.
I think I like Superman because it surprised me more than Action did. Action, I kind of knew what to expect when you got Dan Jurgens writing 90s kind of action.
Yeah,
Action comics, right?
Big, long punch out.
But Superman is so like family oriented and such a throwback to not just 90s but old classic stories too, and a lot of Darwin Cook stuff. I was completely blown away. I wasn't expecting that kind of goodness out of it, so I really liked Superman.
Yeah, this is really great. I really want to check it out. I love this kind of stuff. And I got Justin's favorite book. Volume 2.
Yeah, I'll let you show that one off, man.
This thing is great, dude. I did some photo bait on the group, But
Look at that
I know we talked about
costume.
it earlier, but you see like this like really kind of like bloated super or Batman on the front cover. I don't know what's going on with that artwork.
That is so
But-
bizarre.
And then you kind of got like this weird Joker. I don't like to talk bad about anybody's art. I love Joe Kelly, but there's just some things on here you can kind of pinpoint some craziness going on.
Kelly Jones. Joe Kelly's the writer.
Kelly Jones,
I'm
right?
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I hate being the actually guy. I'm sorry.
Actually,
Well, actually,
I hate fucking nerds like
Technically.
that, especially at conventions, man. The ones that you're not even talking to, and they're like, actually, that's King of Fighters 90. Man, shut the fuck up. I wasn't even talking to you. But you're right.
yeah. So
Sorry.
either way, this is great. I got the first one, and I love Nightfall. No matter what anybody said, I think this is like a great Batman story. But
I think if you like it, you should get it.
that's right. I'm not buying this shit because anybody else likes. I'm buying it because I'm
That's
gonna
right.
over and over again.
That's right. That's your Batman. So live it
You
and
leave
love
that
it.
to me. Let me buy the shit that Jess
Yeah.
likes.
Let me get this. I'm gonna knock my fucking laptop with this. Fucking Nightfall. No, but this is great. I mean, like you were saying, yeah, this is my Batman. Like, this is probably
Yeah.
like one of the first Batman storylines I really got into in like DC back in the day. I think the first thing that got me into DC was the death of Superman, and then I was always reading Batman. And then they did Nightfall, and it was one of the things where I first read it. I was like, "Fuck, this issue's over." Now I got to wait for the next issue to see what happens next. So I got some great nostalgia for
Good
this.
thing Batman had like 5 titles at the time, so you could buy them every week.
Yeah, I remember that. That was weird.
They
It's
knew
kinda
what they
how
were
Deadpool
doing, man.
is. But yeah, great, lovely Nightfall. This is going to look great next to his companion, and I can't wait for Volume 3 to come out. So
I'm just glad they included the search chapters that have never been collected ever.
yeah, it wasn't on the big old
Wasn't in-
ones, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, wasn't in the original. Have never ever seen like those Justice League Task Force issues, like all those issues of Shadow of the Bat, Legends of the Dark Knight. None of that has ever been collected. So I thought, like,
that task force stuff is where this weird guy with the American flag bandana comes from.
oh, what's his name? Like Run Amok, or
Yeah, something like that.
Grenade
Bad
Foot.
thing
I
about
can't.
this is there's next to fucking zero like extras in the back. There's like no extras in this thing whatsoever.
How many Omnis are there going to be of that? 3?
There should be a third one. I
3.
believe. That's it.
God, those
Yeah,
things are giant.
Yeah, it's pretty huge, man. I mean,
I forgot how long that run went.
Here's Volume 1, and then so there's Volume 1, and then Volume 2. Shit, fuck. So they're big beasts, dude. They're nice and thick and hardy for sure.
Yeah. I can tell how much you love them since they got the shrink wrap on them still.
Yeah, the first one does.
I should talk. All my stuff's in the shrink wrap.
Anybody should really talk about that. That's. I know a lot of people. That's just kind of the way it goes a lot of times.
You guys are monsters. I at least open mine up before I shelf them and never look at them again.
Man, that makes you the fucking crazy one. That's what that is. And then my last little bit of a haul. Sorry, Gio. I was really hoping that I could get the other thing on here. It'll be next week for sure. Then, it's a whale, so that's why I kind of saved it for later.
Ooh.
I got this as a trade out of from the group from Adam Maximilian, which is a really fucking cool name. I wish I had a cool name like
That's
that.
a badass name.
That is, dude. Maximilian, that motherfucker's cool. But not only is he a cool fucking name, he does a great trade where I got Captain America Lives.
Ah, okay.
I traded him one of Jess's favorite books, the Neil Adams Omnibus. I found at a local shop.
What a great trade. you got the best end of that deal.
Yep. Oh man, and
What if he's watching?
it's one of those things where I didn't think this was such an expensive book, but like because I found the Volume 1 and the Death of Captain America at a local comic shop in town for dirt cheap.
I didn't know that one was out of print.
Death of Captain America is the only expensive one, and then no, the fucking Captain America Lives is another like
Fuck, I hate when that happens, man. I remember I ran into you guys know what the Manara library editions are from Dark Horse? The guy that draws the really erotic women. Well, I've got 1 through 6 of the hardcover, and I found one of the erotic hardcovers, right? And it was like, for cover, it was $50. So I'm like, oh, well, shit, that's the hard one to find. I'm going to buy it. I went to check out, and I'm looking on Amazon. I'll go ahead and purchase Volume 2. Nope, Volume 2 is out of print, so shit. I put it back. I'm like, I don't need this anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, so I may wait for like the soft cover. It's been at that store that I go to at least like for the last 2 years. I see it there, so I was gonna see if the owner would take less than $50 or whatever it is, if I ever find a volume 2 cheap enough.
You are a master haggler.
I try, man.
I learned from the best.
Coming from a third world country. Hey, will you take like 30 cents for that bag of rice? My family hasn't eaten.
That's rough. But either way, I know the last 2 volumes of that Brubaker set is pretty cheap, and I know they were on the liquidation, so I'll be able to find those for, I'm pretty sure, $40 would get me each of those books. That's really it for my haul. I was hoping to have more, but that package is sitting in my fucking mailbox. So either way, So what else?
Is this where we talk about what we read?
This is where we will talk about what we read. Yeah. So let's see. Let's just go back around the corner again. Jess, you're up.
Oh, okay. I'm about halfway through this beast, Grayson.
I want that book, dude. I need to get that.
It is beautiful. I mean, the artwork in it is...
Yeah, the artwork looks tight.
Really great.
Too, man, that's a lot of fucking comics.
I've been reading it pretty much nonstop, and I'm still only halfway through it.
Nice.
I mean, I have really been pounding it out. There's really great paneling in it too, as you can see. But it's a lot it's a lot to read, and I'm only halfway through it. But it's great. And then I just churned out a bunch of Rebirth reading. I read Supergirl 1 and 2. Really enjoyed those because I love Supergirl.
I'm hoping every Rebirth title gets a hardcover.
Well, they will now that I bought them all in trade paperback.
Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Green Arrow, Volume 1, which I loved, and I made sure I ordered 2 and 3 last week. So
didn't they solicit that in an Aquaman hardcover, and then it got canceled?
Yeah. That was quite controversial in the group. Everybody was moaning and groaning about that.
I think I read the first arc for that Green Arrow, and it's pretty fucking good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Who's the writer on it?
Ben Percy.
Oh, yeah, I haven't read any of that run yet.
Oh, it's really good.
I caught up on the New 52 stuff a couple months
ago.
The
first volume, or the first arc, is all about like the like people being kidnapped in the woods or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and he meets Black Canary. He goes through trials and tribulations, and Black Canary's there, and
Oh wait, yeah, no, I have read a few of those issues, just the first 4. That's right, okay, because it kind of reintroduces Black Canary, but it does it in a way that when they look at each other, they're like, "I know you from somewhere," like a past life or something.
They connect immediately, and Black Canary's a rock star, punk rock star. And speaking of canceled omnibus, Aquaman. I read volumes 1 and 2. I read these on the plane out to California for In and Out.
What an adventure.
I loved the Aquaman story. It was good. And I read Detective. Yeah. Just finished that today. Great.
That's probably my second favorite book from DC Rebirth. So good. You're reading it too, aren't you, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm spoilers, but yeah, that's the one thing I'm reading.
Spoiler.
Yeah, it ended on a cliffhanger too, so now I'm just dying for the next one to come out, which is, of course, The Life of a Trade Waiter. just waiting for it to come out. But yeah, I loved it. So that's what I read. All Rebirth all the time.
It's good.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, no. How big is that Grayson book? It looks thick as shit.
How many pages or what's it got in it?
Like, yeah, what's it got in it?
It's got all the Grayson books from.
Yeah,
the
that
new
was
52.
five trades, I think. Let's see what it says.
Is it just Grayson? I wonder if it has like the last couple of Nightwing stuff in there, or what was that called? What was that series called when he died? Or died?
It's got Grayson 1 through 20, Grayson Futures End 1, Secret Origins 8, Grayson Annual 1 through 3, Robin War 1 and 2, and Nightwing Rebirth 1.
Oh, so it goes right into the Rebirth stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, because the Rebirth is where he's like, maybe I should be Nightwing again. I feel like that's not a spoiler since we have a Nightwing Rebirth title. Please don't crucify me if it is.
Damn it! You told me he came back as Nightwing.
Yeah,
I thought this Nightwing book was somebody else.
Wait, Nightwing hasn't been released yet, right?
It's been released.
The trade
in a
paperbacks.
hardcover.
Oh,
The
but
hardcover.
No, there's a hardcover out.
Yeah, there's
the
a hardcover.
hardcover's out?
Yeah, I picked it
Yeah.
up last month. We're gonna make Jess
Why don't
sweat.
I have it? Wait a minute.
Now you can buy Justice League of America and Nightwing tomorrow. There could be
Wait
two
a-
idiots that bought Justice League of America.
That's crazy. I thought for sure I owned that. Huh. Okay.
Did you buy it in trade format?
No. I was waiting for the deluxe. Maybe I ordered it. Did it come out? When did you say you got it? Last week?
I got it
come on,
last
a month
month.
ago.
Yeah.
A month ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Came out a month ago.
It was definitely October.
Good heavens.
All right, everybody. Let's watch Just Bragg open up his IST page and place orders.
Ay, ay, ay.
My problem is always I order from DCBS, I pre-order stuff, and then I order from InStock, and every once in a while it bites me in the ass when I'm like, oh shit, I already had this pre-ordered.
Yep.
From InStock, damn it.
I'm terrible with pre-orders. I always double dip when I pre-order something. Pops, especially Pops. And I just, God.
I recently did that with
Yeah.
the new printings of the George Perez, Mark Wolfman Teen Titans books. I ordered one off of Amazon. I pre-ordered it on Amazon.
I remember
then I
that.
ordered it through IST like the minute it came out.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. But that's all right because I kind of did the same thing. I didn't do the same thing, but I'm using Amazon to replace my my Shakira box wasn't damaged, but one of my books inside of the Shakira box, the binding was coming apart. So I just ordered another one to replace it.
And took the other one back.
Yeah, and then that one they sent me came in. The first one they sent was nicely packaged in a box with a bunch of padding and stuff.
It came from
And
Kentucky,
great,
dude.
The book inside, the one from Kentucky. But one of the books inside, the binding was coming off the ribbon. So I ordered another one. I replaced it, and the second one that came just like a lot of people's did, just the box. They just
I can't imagine that. It was just the box set.
It was
That's
just
crazy.
Just the box in the saran wrap. They slapped a shipping label on it, and it showed up on my doorstep, and the corners are all just dragged apart and stuff like that.
Jeez.
But I was still able to pull the one book I needed replacing, and I put it into my good box. Took the one the ribbon coming apart, put it back in there, and I'm just going to return that one. So it works either way. That's how you play the system.
Hope there's not
All right,
any
so
Amazon associates watching.
yeah, whatever. Maybe figure out how to fucking pack a box. Either way, all right. So since I'm reading the same thing Jess ended on, I'll just continue it with I'm reading Detective Comics as well. I'm literally one issue behind or away from finishing it. Like I brought it with me today, and I dropped my kid off at school. I took it with me to the dentist. I've been reading it all day. It just has a Novocaine roar off. It got the best of me, and I fucking fell asleep and took a nap before. So I didn't finish it. Plus, reading doesn't help. I fucking fall asleep every time I read. So
I hate that. I hate that.
know.
I hate watching movies. I hate reading, and I fall asleep. And then when I'm actually trying to fucking fall asleep, I sit there with my eyes wide open.
Yeah, exactly.
Never fails.
that
Never
happens to me
fails.
too. Anytime I get up in the morning or in the middle of the night, like one of my kids get up or something like that, and I gotta change a diaper, get them milk or something like that. Because I got 2 kids. One will take forever to go to sleep. That little shit will take like an hour and a half to go to bed. But my oldest will fall asleep on his own. Like he'll walk into his room. He's 3. He'll walk into his room and get into his bed and fall asleep. But he'll get up like 3 times throughout the night. And the baby who I have to force to go to sleep, almost like I got to sleeper hold him. He'll sleep all night long, no problem. So when I get up with my oldest, sometimes when I get up, I can't go back to sleep. Once my mind is alert and doing things, I can't go back to sleep. So
Yeah, I hate days like that.
I end up reading. A lot of my reading takes, happens at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I remember it.
Yeah. So yeah, like Jess was saying, this book is amazing. I got a lot of the issues as they were coming out, but I didn't really get a chance to read all of them, which is good because issue 2 in this book completely changed the dynamic of the series. At first, the book starts out with Batman finding out that there's some paramilitary organization coming after him, and all these other characters like Tim and Batwoman, spoiler, and I still call her Batgirl, but Cassandra Cain,
Orphan.
That's what she's called now. Yeah, Orphan. And the second issue, like something happens, and there's a bunch of backstabbing, and there's twists, and there's turns, and then even later on, a couple more issues in, there's some crazy emotional shit going on. There's a lot of beautiful relationship stuff in here with Spoiler and Tim, and this book is great. The art in it's fantastic. I think most of the art is done by Eddie Barrows, and it's beautiful stuff. He does regular line art in here, and then sometimes he'll do a panel. Here's a good one, where you have the regular line art, and then he'll do a panel or 2 where it's like painted.
Yeah, that's
so
really
like
cool.
Really beautiful painted stuff.
That is really cool.
Stuff on here. I forgot what he was doing. He's done other books, but I think this is my first real exposure to Eddie Barrows. And I love his artwork. His character drawings is great and stuff like that. Some of his layouts, though, really fuck with me really bad. There's a lot of 2-page spreads, but they're not like 2-page splashes. They're just 2-page spreads of story panels. And as I'm reading, it'll catch me off guard, and I'm just reading one page, and I don't realize that the panels cross over.
Oh, right. I had that problem too.
Okay, cool. So I'm not the only one.
No, I did that too.
And it happened to me like probably a dozen different times. Yeah. So things like that, I think he might need a little bit more work on just his panel layouts and controlling the way a reader follows the book, things like that. But whatever. I mean, this is still just an absolutely great book. I can't wait.
I love that cover too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great too. On One Issue Behind, you get like 2 full-on great story arcs in here, and then like 2 random ass issues of the Monster Men or whatever that crossover was, which really kind of breaks up the pace of the book, because it's literally like a middle chapter of that storyline and then the final chapter of that storyline. So it's just, I don't know. They could have left that out. I'd have been okay with it.
God forbid you reach over behind you and grab the other book that you need for the Monster Man storyline. Or you could do the Jess way and just buy the Monster Man like hardcover and be like, I can just
That's
read
right. Yeah, that's how lazy I am. I just want the book.
Yeah, but from reading, I mean, I already know how the story ends. I know the basic idea of the story. It doesn't seem like it was going to be that interesting of a story. So I'll probably end up passing on the Monster Man storyline. I won't pick that up. Besides that, I'm now a part or back into reading singles, thanks to working in a comic book store now.
Oh man, you poor schmuck, you.
I have to buy them. Fuck it, I get to read the shit for free. So cool.
Hey, yeah,
it's true.
The new Marvel Legacy Moon Knight. It's basically a new #1. It feels like, but they changed the numbering so it's 181 just to make it extra confusing. But this is a great book. If you guys can find a copy of Moon Knight, this is written by Max Bemis, and art, Jess may recognize this, and this is my cross reference for this episode, is Jason Barrows, who was the original cross artist.
That's right, crossed.
Is he
beautiful stuff.
related to Eddie Barrows?
I doubt it, because I think Eddie Barrows is Hispanic, and Jason Barrows is a super white dude.
That's his screen name, super white dude.
Like the motherfucker's credit score is so good.
His credit score is good. He's the kind of, he's a super white guy. Like his dog sits at his dinner table and eats Thanksgiving dinner. That kind of white guy.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Take it easy.
Right. Sorry, Jess. No, but this is wonderful, wonderful stuff. It's basically a new number one. It's basically the start of a new story arc. Almost feels like a reboot, maybe. Who knows? But it's great to see Jason Barrows doing mainstream comics. I think this is his first legitimate storyline in the big two. So good on him. Good on him. Omar may know, but you played Grand Theft Auto Vice City, right, Omar?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know the little cut scenes, little cut kind of panels.
Oh yeah.
Storylines and stuff. He drew those, so he's kind of a
did he?
artist and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I have a sketch. He did a sketch for me at San Diego Comic-Con years ago, and he asked me if I was a dog person or a cat person. So I told him I'm a dog person. So he drew a zombie eating a cat for me. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
So Dark Knight Meadows has been super badass. I read the new one-shot tie-in called Batman Lost. That's great stuff on there. Has a really cool kind of, it's not lenticular, but it's a shiny cover. Speaking of lenticulars, I've been catching up on the Oz Effect through DC as well. This is the storyline, maybe a spoiler.
I love that cover. That Action Comics cover is awesome.
Yeah, that one's great. This one's cool too. I don't know if you can see the lenticular work.
Oh yeah, that's the spoiler.
Very Watchmen. Like
I remember that's very spoiler-ish, right? Like what happens within the book.
Spoiler, what? Like Krypton blew up?
Shut up, man! I haven't read that.
Yeah, but I just like the kind of exploding figures. There's a lot.
That is cool.
Yeah, that is wicked.
Easter eggs of that, or not Easter eggs, but you see like two people being exploded like that on graffiti in the Watchmen book. So that's really kind of a cool thing.
You know, I was hoping with the release of DC Villains Omnibus, they would start using gimmicky covers on some of these collections. Because I'd be down for that. Like if they did that with the button.
Yeah, they did have the button. It's cool. I need to pick that up. I already read it, but Button was a good story. I need to pick that up too. That
I love that story.
Yeah, but Oz Effect is great. Throughout the beginning of DC Rebirth, there's this character named Oz that's kind of been like stalking around inside like a dirty blanket or something, wearing a dirty blanket as a hoodie. And you get revealed. I don't want to spoil it, but probably everybody already knows. But you reveal.
No, I don't know. Why?
Yes, I wasn't going to spoil it, bro. It's cool. Well, that might tell you right there. I'm sorry, but whatever.
I didn't look.
Good.
Krypton blows up, dude.
Oh, fuck.
All right, man. So that's it for me, dude. What do you got going on, Omar?
Not a lot. I tend to go between superheroes, independent, and stuff like that, manga. So this week, I finished out Fade Out, which I loved. Have you guys read Brubaker's Fade Out?
Love that book. Love that book.
Yeah, that was awesome. 1940s, very noirish, like criminal mystery going on. Somebody killed a starlet. They need to figure out who it is, and I loved it. I thought it was good. I think Brubaker is probably my favorite, like, as far as the comic book medium, that kind of writer with the whole mystery and noirish feel to his stories, a little more so than Rucka. So I'm glad that he's, breaking it into with Westworld and stuff like that. Good to see his name out there on TV because the guy deserves to be writing screenplays because he's that imaginative. So, and then we also have, you can read Tokyo Ghost for the first time. Never read this. I'm 4 issues in. And I do not want to put it down now. It's Remender. and Sean Murphy. So I didn't know what to expect because it's a lot different than all the other Remender books. It reads a lot different. So at first I was like, I don't know about this. But then I got hooked by the end of issue 1. I started caring about these characters and what happens to them in this apocalyptic age of punk. So yeah, I'm digging this a lot. Yeah, I had 4 issues left. But that's it. Yeah, that's where I am.
All right, so shit.
That's cool. How'd you send that message?
There's a thing on the left-hand corner that says chat, so I can send you messages about me having to go take a piss.
Just get
I was hoping Omar was going to talk a little bit more so I can go downstairs and bring in the main vein.
2 books, man. I mean, I can bullshit a little longer. Let me see.
I'll be right back. Either way, man, I got to fucking piss or I'm going to swim out of here later.
Okay. Me and Jess can come up with some kind of topic, I'm sure.
Yeah, like, where the heck is my Nightwing? I'm going to obsess on that for the rest of the night. I don't get it. I'm quite sure that I ordered that. It's been out a month, huh?
Yeah, I'd say a month now.
I must have got it and misplaced it.
All right, Jess. So besides Nightwing, what else are you buying this week? Is there any book that piques your interest this week? Because there's not a lot.
Okay, let's see.
Like I say, there's Justice League of America Rebirth, and I'm trying to keep this. Like, man, I really shouldn't do it, but maybe I should give it a shot. And I'm also a completist, so it would be the only Rebirth hardcover I don't get.
So this week we have. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see what you mean. Batman: The Golden Age Omnibus #4. I'll get.
Okay.
And then there was one other book I wanted to get. I think it's going to be just. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm just looking over the list of. Oh, okay. 15th. Oh, there's Justice League of America. Yeah. Gee, I thought I was getting something else. This is just DC and Marvel. So there must be an Image book I was thinking of.
I think there's a Cable Hellfire book I was going to get too.
Oh yeah, Hellfire Hunt.
Yeah, that one. I'll probably pick that up too. I can't remember, but that's one of those books I'm like, I think I pre-ordered it. Ah, shit, I better double check.
Yeah, okay. I don't see any. I may not put an order in this week then because I only see the Golden Age Omnibus. I guess I could get just that and it'd be free shipping. But yeah, that's it. So what are you going to get? You're thinking of getting that JLA?
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the JLA and maybe the Power Rangers Year 1. Like, I missed out on that a couple months ago, and it's just one of those books that I'm like, should I buy it or shouldn't I? You know, I'm not a Power Ranger fan, but I like giant robots. But I read some of the issues because a friend of mine let me borrow the 2 trades that have come out, and they were pretty solid for a comic book that's loosely based on a show that loosely is based on a original Japanese show. It was pretty solid. I liked it. I like the characters better than in the TV show. Of course, you can do so much more with comic books.
Oh yeah.
But the book is massive. It's got like, because the issue #1 and had like 30 different variants from like different shops that were exclusive to some stores, some exclusive to online shops and things like that. So I'm thinking of maybe getting that and then the Justice League. Call it a day. I haven't really decided yet though.
Nice. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I'm gonna get. Did you ever read Trillium by Jeff Lemire?
No, I haven't, and I know a lot of people picked it up on the group.
Yeah,
And
I remember reading it in singles, and it was pretty interesting.
was it?
Yeah, it was a really interesting concept, and
Did he?
I
He
didn't.
also drew it, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I have the man. I think I'm alone here. I have the hardest time with Lemire's artwork.
Oh no, I
Like,
have a hard time too.
I thought I would get used to it in Sweet Tooth, and I love Sweet Tooth. I think the story was great. The ending might have been a little bit rushed, but I thought it was still solid. But it was the artwork that just kind of threw me off. That kept me. Usually, with a book with that kind of a story, I just dive myself into it. No matter what, I finish it. But I took breaks in between Sweet Tooth because I think the art just turned me off. And I know he's also done the art in the other book that he did, Roughneck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, it's a different style. It's really scratchy and stilted. So yeah, you have to. It's not the most fluid artist style. So yeah, no, I'm with you. I understand what you mean.
Yeah. So I'm waiting to maybe if it goes down in price, maybe if somebody sells it used.
Okay, that's what I'll do then too.
Hey Jess, did you find your Nightwing? Do you have that?
No, I feel like it must be upstairs in the reading. Oh wait, there it is.
You're just drowning in fucking books over there, Jess. You're like, oh, there it is.
Don't use the word drowning around Jess. It's not.
Yeah,
nice.
really.
Oh.
It's over there with my Red Hood book. I forgot I ordered Red Hood too. I got to read that Rebirth book. Yeah, good. There's Nightwing. I just spotted it.
I was gonna say, dude, just open up your in stock trade and see if you got it or not.
Yeah, I felt certain that I had bought it, but I have a auxiliary wing of the Rebirth books, so I need to consolidate them and get them all in one place.
So, anyways, on my way to the bathroom, I took a detour to the mailbox.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna do a live "What's in the fucking box" kind of thing here. It was in a better box. So
we talked while you were gone. We also talked about like the things that are coming out this week, and it's not a lot.
No, this week is pretty shitty. This is not the best week to start this format, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we showed our hauls, man. We talked about what we were reading.
Yeah,
it was a fun format.
Yeah, I dug it.
No, I love it. This is great. This is fun. So
I don't have to think about it. I don't have to I don't have to look back and think about how many books Bendis wrote over the years. So yeah, this was nice.
So here's let's take a look at this. I'm getting it open almost. So this is a series. The reason I really wanted to go get it is because this is a series I think only me and Gio enjoy. And I've been looking for these last two hardcovers of this series for a long time. But I got volume
Ultimate
5
Fantastic Four
and volume 6 of Ultimate Fantastic Four.
Oh,
so
man,
when the time comes, when my boy Gio gets back on the grid, basically, I think me and him should do we'll do like a crossover review of this series. So I got these from eBay. Everything looks good. Like nothing's fucked up. I was worried since it was all stuffed into one box or one small box for two good size hardcovers.
Yeah, it was just stuck in a mailing envelope, stuck in another mailing envelope.
There's a mailing envelope inside of it looks like what would normally be used as a in-stock trade box when you get.
Oh, okay, good.
You get one book.
Okay, good.
But, I'm cool with that. This is the money I used, my eBay bucks I got to get this. So this cost me nothing, so I can't be mad.
Oh, from when you bought Fantastic Four?
Right, and I was trying to get Astonishing X-Men with that money, and then that fucking lady.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, so I used that money to get this instead.
So the thing that pisses me off about the Ultimate Universe hardcovers, I collected them in hardcovers. I still have them, but they never finished out Ultimate Fantastic Four or Ultimate X-Men in hardcover. In oversized hardcover, they did a small like Marvel Premiere hardcover where it had like both of their final issues. And they never released the last 3 issues of each series in a oversized hardcover. Which
I thought those were in the Ultimatum Companion book.
Yeah, well, Ultimatum fucking sucks so much dick that I was like, I'm not gonna fucking buy this. Like, I am not gonna spend any more money on a compendium for a book that sucks that much. No thanks.
I need to find it.
Did you read? Did you own that? You have the Ultimatum? I'm sorry, man. Is that like one of your favorite books? I'm busting on.
No, you can put, I'm used to you hating everything I like, but it's cool.
Not everything. Dude, I bought Nightfall. That's like.
Did you buy Nightfall?
Yeah, I did. I showed it to you. Batman Baby Hands.
Oh, that's right.
I bought it. Yeah. Yeah, the ultimate. Oh man, that ultimate. Yeah. Joe Mandera was the saving grace.
Ultimatum hardcover that has Ultimates 3, the really cool Joe Mad and Ultimatum in it, but I don't have the compendium.
Now look at the size of that. Is that the same size as the OHCs that you just picked up?
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah,
basically,
so the last the last 3 issues of Ultimate X-Men and like the last few issues of Fantastic Four were never like unless you got the compendium over there, which I did not pick up because I did not enjoy Ultimate.
No, I think I might have it at the shop though. I swear I've seen it there before. I'm gonna grab it sooner or later.
What is it? Ultimatum Companion that has those issues?
That's what he's saying. Yeah, I believe you. Because I'm sure they also contain those Requiem issues too, like Spider-Man Requiem and X-Men Requiem or whatever.
I want to get the Ultimate Spider-Man hardcovers too, but some of those. I bought these from this guy. He was selling everything. Like he had all the Ultimate Spider-Man ones, but fuck, dude, I think it's volume 10 was like $100. Went for like $100 on there, dude. It was outrageous. But this collects all the way up to, yeah, you're right. Fantastic Four 57 is the last book collected in here.
Yeah.
Also has the official handbook of the Ultimate Marvel Universe and Ultimate Secrets.
You're gonna need that.
Which reminds me, I also want to get that Ultimate Doom hardcover too. That has the spoilers. Evil Reed Richards kind of appears.
Oh yeah, I think I stopped collecting Ultimate stuff by then. But I got all the way to the ending of like Ultimatum, and I was kind of done.
I read Ultimate Universe all the way up until just the book numbering and titling got really confused, and it became like Ultimate Comics, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Comics, Ultimate 3.
Yeah. Ultimately, it didn't fucking matter because the only thing that's left is now Miles Morales. I stopped reading about when they killed Peter Parker. You know, I didn't really read much into the Miles Morales. Maybe the first arc. I loved it, but I just fell off of it. I think when they stopped releasing them in oversized hardcover, I was done.
Cool. So we already went over. You guys said you already went over everything that's coming out this week.
Yeah, it was easy. There was like one book that I decided I wasn't going to buy. And then Omar thought he might buy 1 or 2 books.
Let me double check. I'm going to do the old fun screen share too.
Nice.
What is coming out?
Yeah, not a lot. At least for me. Like, not much.
Not for me.
There's that Cable Hellfire thing, but
what's in that? Let me see. Cable Hellfire.
It's some of the that Ledron run, which I really love that guy's artwork. You know what I'm talking about? The guy that draws kind of like Jack Kirby.
Yeah, I can see the cover right here.
It's weird, right? Like we all know Jack Kirby, but nobody hardly ever mimics his style anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
hardly
other than Eric Larson, but yeah.
Yeah, but even Eric Larson is still like hyper realistic. This guy kind of like mimics.
This looks very Jack Kirby through the eyes of John Romita Jr.
And the dude is an amazing painter. I can't remember he did some of the what was it? What's miniseries did he do the painting covers for? Was that like in the mid-aughts? I want to say 1601, but I think I'm wrong. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, he did some of that stuff.
So who's going to be annotated hardcover of Watchmen?
I think I've given DC enough Watchmen money.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're not going to pick up Doomsday Clock?
Shut up. Of course I am. That's got nothing to do with Watchmen. Wait, are you spoiling something for me?
Yeah, Dr.
Character.
Manhattan created DC Universe. We all know
Who is
that.
this Oz character we're speaking of?
That was Beta Ray Bill.
Oh, that would be so badass. I love that little cameo in Thor Ragnarok.
Batwoman, I'm interested in that, but I don't want a fucking trade paperback of it. Hopefully they'll do like a hardcover or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking somebody told me that runs not parallel, but it spawns out of the Great Detective Comics run we were talking about. Indie stuff, just garbage. I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't see any indie stuff that I was really into.
No. Marvel. Yeah, no. It's a nothing for me at all this week. That's good.
I'm glad to
Give me
see
more
the
money
G.I.
to
Joe
pick up.
complete collections, though. That's good.
Yeah, there's good stuff out there. I mean, another Fables hardcover. That's probably about the only cool thing on here.
I think that might be the final one, too. And I'm hoping, oh man, I'm hoping they start releasing like the omnibus editions of those. I love Fables.
I would love that, dude. I have
the trade. I have all the trades, but I'll get rid of them if they start releasing these in omnibus format.
So this 15th hardcover collects issues 141 through 150.
150 was
good.
the final issue.
And
Yeah.
150 is a huge ass book too. That was
150 was released like a trade paperback. It was released with the numbering of the trade paperback and the numbering 150.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. Jess, are you getting the Golden Age Batman omnibus?
That's what I talked about. I'm thinking about getting it. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get me free shipping. I don't know how much it'll be. So I may save it for the following week.
Yeah, there's not much on here for me at all this week. Oh, that's Batman fucking. Why am I clicking on the wrong fucking thing? Where's...
You need some IT help from Jess.
Next week. Next week is when all the stuff starts coming out. No, there's nothing this week and not much next week either. Golden Age Omnibus Volume 4. Holy shit.
Now you're stealing next week's show's thunder away by talking about next week's.
Yeah, really.
Jess is going to be like, oh man, I feel like we've talked about this already.
Yeah.
It retails for $75, so half off. Yeah, that probably won't get you enough for free shipping alone.
That's why you need that Justice League.
Well, at least you found that Nightwing. You didn't buy a second one of it.
Yeah. Whew.
All right, cool. So I think we've more or less got this all set up and ready to go. I think we're done.
All right.
Infinite loop.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So I just want to give everybody a big thanks for coming in this week and checking us out on this new format that we got going on. You can hit us up on, we're here on YouTube with the Omni Bros channel. Omni Bros also, like I said, we're also on iTunes as well. We'll be back on Thursday with the topical show. But before we cut out, I'm not on myself. I'm just on Omar, whatever. This whole clicking back and forth thing, man, that's a fucking task.
Wait, so I thought it was on auto. You didn't get it on auto?
It was, but then I clicked it over on me, or I changed
okay.
It's been switching for me, or has that been you switching it?
It's been me switching, and when I went to the bathroom / mailbox, I put it back on auto. So I think I figured out how to do that. Spoiler alert, you just click back on the box.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
On what box?
So, like, when you click back and forth on who you want to see on the screen, just click back on that same box.
Oh, okay.
Or the white border around it goes away, and I think that means it goes back to auto.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so easy enough. All right, so Jess, my man, where can everybody find you at, brother?
They can find me on my YouTube channel, which is OmniDog's Vault, and OmniDog's Vault on YouTube, and you can also see me on Facebook on Ryleymo's Omnibus Collectors Comic Swap and Community page thing. Yeah.
And Omar, where can we find you at, bud?
You can find me on my YouTube channel called Near Mint Condition, where I hang out with 3 of my friends and we talk about geeky stuff. We have a new episode coming out every Thursday, usually. Taking a little break right now, but we'll be back on Thanksgiving Day. And you can also find me on the amazing Facebook group where I found all kinds of deals, or where I sell stuff, or where I hang out with these fine gentlemen.
And you teach me how to haggle.
It is an art form, my friend.
Yeah, I'm learning from the best.
All right, and everybody, you guys can also find me here on YouTube as Gabe Infinity Watch. I just put up my, kind of late, but I did put up my October haul video just recently. I think that was yesterday. I don't remember. All these days are like one long day, it feels like. So you can find me there. You can find me on Instagram at Gabe Infinity Watch. And if you're ever in Vegas, pay a visit to a little comic book shop called Torpedo Comics. And you can always come by and say hi to me there, and we'll talk comics as well. All of our links and where you can find us in our YouTube channels are down below in the description, and the link for the Omnibus Collectors group where you can actually find me there as well. That's where I got that really great Captain America Omnibus as a trade, and where I found that great deal on all those trade paperbacks hardcover somebody sold their huge collection. So you can always check it on there. The link for that is in the YouTube channel as well, and I hope to see everybody on there. It might take the admins, just say a couple weeks to approve you, or if it's Jess, he'll just approve everybody apparently.
Yeah, I've had that job taken away from me. They don't let me approve anybody anymore. I'm so bad at it.
The gladly dressed women, all those sex bots,
right? Yeah, I let in the sex
from
bot.
Nigeria.
Yeah. You could thank all the other mods for not letting that group turn into a crazy spam fest thing, which is great, because other groups I'm in, they're not very good at vetting people out. They just approve a lot of people, and there's always a lot of just ads for sunglasses and other bullshit things on there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I see that stuff all the time. But either way, that's where you could find all of us and myself as well. If you're still here watching us, we got like 30 people watching right now. No, 21. I know how to do math.
Yeah, you were rounding.
I was rounding. It was 30 earlier. I think everybody just cut out. But we only got 8 thumbs up, dude. So everybody give us, help out and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're getting close to 600.
Nice.
We're doing great. So anyways, you can always catch us around later on, everybody. So thanks again for showing up. Big shout out to the chat. Love everybody in there. Have a good day.
Night, guys.
Peace and love.